Hi, I'm John Trischler with SPVParts.com, and today we have got another cool light kit for you. So we're going to go through these. Today we're going to talk about rear or reverse light kits. So there are a couple options out there, not very many, when it comes to rear light kit for your 2017, 18, 19, 20 Raptor. And so we like to open that up and give you a lot more choice than what you've typically got on the market now. I know there are a couple of very, very cheap, inexpensive brands that are out there that don't have the quality that Rigid and Baja Designs do. So we try to stick pretty much with the Rigid and Baja Design stuff. So prior to our kit that you see installed on this Raptor here, Rigid did not have a rear light kit available for the new generation Raptor. So we designed our brackets and hardware to house the Rigid pod lights, and you'll see that right here. And the Rigid pod lights, with our new bracket, you can install a set of flood or a set of Radiance, as you see here, or the Scene version, which is an upgraded version of the Radiance, essentially. Not installed on the truck, it's just a brighter version. What's cool about the Radiance, and these are really, really popular, these would match your amber in the front for that 360 kit that we have, and that style that you like with the amber that matches the markers and the parking lights in the front. In the rear, you've got the red that's going to match the tail lights and the red parking lights in the rear. So it's a really cool effect. Some people don't like the size of this particular pod light back here, and they want something a little more slim. So in that case, they would go with the Baja Designs S2 reverse kit, which we also carry on our site. And that's a little slimmer light. The downside is it doesn't have that cool red halo effect like the Radiance or the Scene versions do. So what do? You know, you want the best of both worlds, you can't have it. Either you get the standard non-backlit version here in the Baja Designs if you wanted a slimmer version, or you go with the larger pod with the Rigid, which are fantastic and still available and very, very popular. So keep that in mind. That is an awesome option, and I really like that. But to kind of appease to both parties, we designed a new reverse light kit with Rigid's new SR-L series. So the SR-L version of the light also comes in an amber, a red, blue, white backlight, just like the Radiance and the Scene versions, but it's a lot slimmer, as you see here. When you compare it to the S2 light, it's just a little bit shorter, and it's just a tiny bit longer, not much, but it gives you that slimmer look. So compared to a pod light, it's a lot more slim. So we're going to install a set of these new SRL lights on our Raptor here and see how they look and how they work. And we're going to compare them to the Baja S2s and see which ones you prefer. Either way, you've got a great choice here on our site. We'll put a link below so that you can get to these products on our website at spvparts.com and pick out the light kit that you want. But I'm excited to see how these new SRLs look on the truck. So let's take a look. All right, so here we have a comparison between our Rigid SRL series on the left and our Baja Designs S2 series on the right. As you can see, when your ignition is on, you're going to have that red backlight. Now I'm going to turn that red backlight off so that you can kind of, because the red actually kind of really makes that thing stand out, so you can see a little up close how these two look in comparison. Okay, so again, here on the left we have the new SRL series with our specialty brackets and hardware, and you can see that gives you plenty of clearance there around your exhaust pipe and tow hooks. It's got that slim look that a lot of people are looking for. And then when we go here to the right, here are our Baja Designs S2s. Again, that slim light that a lot of people like. But now if you like that amber or that red backlight for your truck, now you've got this new option with this SRL series that you can connect to your Raptor. Again, the idea behind this again is zero modifications, direct bolt-in, direct connection, and you don't have to cut on any factory wire harnesses. All right, so here we are at the back of the truck again, and this is a comparison between the Rigid SRL series and the Baja Designs S2 backup kits. The Rigid, if you can see here, kind of looks like it's putting out a wider beam off to the right here, you can see it kind of lights that up really well. The Baja designs, not as wide, but maybe just a little further back. But if we get to the very back behind the two of them, it looks to me like the starburst on the rigid one here is a little bit brighter. Again, brightness doesn't necessarily mean anything. A lot of it has to do with the pattern and what's the most useful pattern. For example, a spotlight back here would not do you any good. You'd want a floodlight or something wide. So the SRL wide spreader has a nice widespread light all the way out and all the way back. So that's kind of unique. So the really cool thing here is the fact that the rigid, the SRL series here, and the Radiance and the Scene versions, they all have that red backlight, which integrates in really well with your taillights and your red rear marker lights here and the fender flares. And it gives it that look like this thing belongs here. You know, it's not just added on, it belongs here. And that's what I kind of like about that look. And I think a lot of people do. But they like the idea of the slimmer type light back there. And now you can have the best of both worlds. Again, that red backlight goes really well with the amber backlight of the Radiance or the Scene or the 360 round series like you see here, that you can put in the front, that again matches up with those marker lights and parking lights. All right, so here we are at the back of the truck again. Now we are comparing the new SRL series to the original Radiance. To your right now is the Radiance in the square pod light, and to the left is the SRL series. The red backlight definitely drowns out that of the Radiance series. It does look very red, and it does match the marker lights in the Radiance series. I think that just the way that this is drowning it out, it looks like it's more of an orange, but it's not. Looking at it in person, it still looks very red and very much like the taillights. So let's go ahead and turn these on now. And of course, we're going to put both wide spreaders on to complete the install. But I wanted to do a comparison here again so you could really see the difference between your different options and really come up with a solution that works best for you and what look you're looking for. All right, and here we are with our completed set of the SRL lights installed into our 2019 Raptor here. And again, these work on 17 through 20 and possibly beyond, depending on if anything changes or if certain things change. But again, this is your complete setup now with both of the slim SRL series lights with the SPV hardware and harnesses installed. Pretty cool look, pretty cool effect. I love that red surround. I think it's pretty awesome. And we're gonna go ahead and flip these on now. All right, so we've got them both on now, and you can see they're both putting out quite a bit of light. We do have this hillside here, which is part of the reason that looks so lit up there, but you can still see it's going quite a ways in the distance here off to the side to the left. You've got a nice amount of light here to see what you're doing when you're backing up. Let's check that out. Pretty cool setup. So that is the new SRL series rear light kit from SPV Parts with our specialized hardware and harnesses. Check those out at spvparts.com. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and visit spvparts.com for a great selection on Raptor, F-150, and other vehicle parts for your truck or car. We've got performance parts on there as well, so definitely check us out. We look forward to seeing you. See you next time.